This year, we're looking at more than 1,100 screenings, in-person screenings across the country and around the world.
April 20th marks National Canadian Film Day, a free festival hosted by Reel Canada, a charitable organization that celebrates the country through cinema. This year, they're spotlighting Indigenous films.
There was so much going on in Indigenous film. There's just this explosion of amazing movies coming out.
The festival is showcasing more than 30 films by or about Indigenous people. Among the special events is a virtual screening for new Canadians and English language learners.
My name is Mohammed. I come from Syria.
It's part of their year-round Welcome to Canada initiative, which partners with English language programs to enhance newcomers' studies by watching Canadian films.
It's like when you meet someone, you want to know, well, where did you grow up? And it's a kind of a similar question when you land in a new country. Where did this country grow up? How did it come about? So we're kind of like telling the origin story by exposing them to the work that these Indigenous storytellers are making.
It's a bad scene for a lot of the kids up here, eh?
This year's Welcome to Canada screening, presented in conjunction with the Institute for Canadian Citizenship, will show The Grizzlies. It's based on a true story about setting up a youth lacrosse team in the Nunavut community of Kugluktuk, which struggles with one of the highest suicide rates in North America. The virtual event will be followed by a Q&A with one of the stars, Anna Lamb.
Grizzlies is the really great opening door to a whole long history that people can kind of explore and understand and be empathetic of. And it's important that we don't just look at, the nice Canadians that always say I'm sorry and that love maple syrup. It's really important to really talk about not only the past of colonialism, but the currents of colonialism and the fact that the impacts of colonialism are still very, very much felt within Indigenous communities today. And to be able to balance those perspectives and balance those different sides of Canada.
Anna adds that a showcase like this may increase the visibility of Indigenous stories and prompt audience members to seek further education.
And I think it really is such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for new Canadians, but also, lifelong Canadians to be able to get a better understanding of Indigenous peoples in Canada, our stories, our histories, both, the good stories and, the really difficult ones to watch. It might pique some people's interest to be able to do a bit of a deeper dive into the history of Indigenous peoples in Canada.
For more about the festival and its programming this year, you can go to our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Dilshad Burman.